So how to 100x your brain power? So this video is from some of the notes that I have made from studying Dave Asprey, and I studied Tim Ferriss and Huberman, and I have been applying these techniques from past 5 years. I introduced some steps like throughout the years, and let's jump onto my screen and see like what are things that you can do to just be really sharp, and you can just improve your business by improving your brain power or any skills. And this particular topic would be divided into two videos, probably two videos I feel, because there are around 44 important points that we would like to focus on. So myelin is made up of fat, specifically saturated fat, cholesterol, omega 3 and omega 6. Now what is myelin? Myelin sheath allows electrical impulses to transmit quickly and efficient along the nerve cells. So basically your sharpness, right? So your sharpness would depend upon the healthy cholesterol, the omega 3 and the omega 6. Omega 3 is very important. It's like 1/3 of your brain functionality. Now I have seen that people are not consuming omega 3s. The best source is fish oil, or there is one more source, krill oil, which is, I prefer more fish oil, and I have been consuming at least 1 grams of EPAs every day, and this has helped me to be more sharp and to be a good at my brain's functionality. Because any improvement in your business, in your personal life, needs to be solved by your food and your habits. And then plant compounds found in citrus fruits and vegetables are essential to keep new neurons alive. Now your brain, your body forms new neurons every day, and the citrus fruits are really important for this. Like if you want to maintain the health of your neurons, you need to consume more citrus fruits. And then coffee, chocolate, blueberries, grapes and other blue, red, orange fruits are very important. So what you can do readily is you can introduce coffee, you can introduce 85% dark chocolate. Blueberries are a bit costly, if you can introduce, it's good. Grapes, easy to consume. So these are things that you can start doing readily. Coffee is good, right? People are afraid of coffee. I don't know why. I'm more prone to acidity, so I consume coffee in limited doses. So that thing has really helped me out. And try to have more bean coffee rather than instant coffee. Instant coffee has lots of processing involved. Then eat more polyphenols because it reduces inflammation. Now, the purpose of consuming coffee, blueberries, and grapes, chocolate, is to reduce inflammation in your brain. Now, whenever your body is injured, like just think of some injury, right? Your body forms a small tissue of skin over it. That is inflammation, right? Or the body gets thick over it, right? It just inflates, right? So that is basically inflammation. Whenever you have some injury, inflammation takes place because the body is repairing inside that. Whenever you have a pimple, right? Whenever you have something that you have consumed is not being digested by your body, your stomach gets inflamed. And the same thing happens with the brain. You consume bad things, you watch bad things, your brain gets inflamed. So eat more polyphenols. Even eating very small amount of junk food triggers a widespread inflammatory response in the body and lowers the production of very important VIP that you need to protect you from inflammation. There are some things in your body that reduces inflammation, right? And if you introduce in any small amount of junk, now junk includes something that is fried, right? If you introduce that, or something, right, like maida or sugars, processed sugars, so these are all junk foods, and if you introduce that, your body would be inflamed. and spend more time outdoors barefoot to soak up us negative charge and get some UV and infrared light. If winter, you can use earthing mat or chatai. So, what happens is your body needs more negative charge because it is really important for the brain functionality. I mean, it's a whole other topic, but this is the thing that you need to know right now is you need to just walk barefoot outside. You can go to some park and just plug in some audiobook, or you can take your important calls, talk to your loved ones while walking on the grass. You'll also consume D3 from the sunlight. Do not go in very harsh sunlight because that is not good for your health, right? You can use chatai, something. Now, people are very afraid of butter. Like, people always want to have a food without any oil or something. You need to consume, like, what you can do is in your sabzi or in your rice, you can put little amount of butter. Now, that will help you to digest all the nutrients in the food. Consuming butter is seriously important. I have been consuming bulletproof coffee. Then I left it because I was consuming other things. So you can also try bulletproof coffee if you want. Now eat lots of fresh dark veggies and low sugar fruits to get recommended amount of polyphenols per day, which is at least 2 grams. 2 grams of polyphenols, you can just measure it, and polyphenols are really important. So you really need to look into it, right? And then polyphenols, dark chocolate, which is 85% dark, at least blueberries, pomegranates, and grape seeds. And then too little dopamine is associated with social anxiety, which I suffer sometimes. Or like people who are in depression, they have little to negligible dopamine. Or while its sufficient amount helps in better decision making and performance, because if you have steady amount of dopamine, like, you are able to perform better. What I also try is L-tyrosine sometimes, like once or twice a week. This helps me to get my dopamine level in a flow stage, kind of, right? It is a slow release of dopamine, and I have felt that the effect of L-tyrosine lasts for 2 hours. So you can try that out. Try in limited doses. You might get headaches, or you might get inflammation in your stomach. Just try it once. Now eat chicken, turkey, avocados, almonds, wild salmon, bacon, liver, cashews, almonds, and lamb. These things are really important for your brain. If you're a vegetarian, you can try avocados, almonds, cashews, almond. I don't know why almonds I have written 2 times, but yeah. A diet high in healthy fats helps to lower the inflammation and speed up energy production in brain. Now, what are healthy fats? Now, fish oil is healthy fat, right? Omega 3s. Then, of course, cholesterol, like the egg yolk. It is rich in healthy fats, so you can try that. You have to see some foods which are vegetarian, which has healthy fats, if you want to reduce inflammation in your brain. Now, undamaged cholesterol is helpful in outer coating of your cells. High density lipoprotein, aka HDL, is good. Now, this is the undamaged cholesterol. You need to have a blood test done. Check your food, right? If it is good in HDL, because you really need to look into your brain health. Your brain health would start deteriorating after you turn 25. So, just if you want to be sharp even when you turn 50, if you want to have that high thinking power, high decision making power, you need to have sharpness. Now, the sharpness is really important, honestly. Like, suppose someone in your family is getting some, suppose, emergency. If you won't be able to think at that time, what's the use of that brain? At those times, sharpness is really important. Now, the 15th thing is oxidized fat creates inflammation. Take care of this. Do not consume oxidized fats. Check your food. Now, DHA is primary structural fatty acid in the human brain. Now, DHA is found in fish oil. You can check that how much DHA are you consuming. Now, krill oil is better than fish oil. In some parts or in some countries, krill oil is not that much available, or krill oil is a little bit costlier, so you can go with fish oil, because krill oil is just a little better, a little, right? Not too much. And then stay away from trans fats, seriously, and these are found in baked, fried, or non-dairy, and potato chips. And just take care that, these days a lot of foods, or supplement brands, they tell that we supply baked food and all. Baked food still has trans fat, so just take care of that. Now, milk protein is bad for your mitochondria, and mitochondria is a main part of the cell, right? So, I mean, people used to consume milk a lot, but honestly, in those times, people didn't used to do any work which is good for brain. But there's this one thing: Thomas Edison used to consume a lot of milk, and he had like more than 300 patents on his name. So it's up to you. You have to say if the milk is good for you, because milk is not good for me, so I do not consume it. Gluten is bad too. Eating chapati, eating bread, rice, everything, this thing is bad. So what I've done personally is, in the afternoon, like, I start having my first meal at 2. So at 12 I consume coffee, black coffee. At 2 I consume a little bit of fruit, and then chicken after that. Then after that I take some supplements, right? And then I have another meal at 7, which is lots of vegetables and chapati, right? A little bit of chapati. So I'm planning to avoid gluten now, planning to shift to some of the other stuff, some grains and all, like, something that doesn't creates inflammation in my brain. So avoid gluten, I would say. Now, our parents have been saying that dry fruits are really important. Now, the first of all, almonds are not dry fruits, cashews are not dry fruits, walnuts are not dry fruits, right? These are the nuts. Dry fruits are like, dates, figs, raisins. These are not good for you, right? These contain high amount of mold. Mold is like some fungi toxins. And regular salt is really bad. You can consume Himalayan salt. It's good comparatively. We have been consuming Himalayan salt. And there's this one thing: do not consume things that have aspartame. Like, I know you have been consuming Coke Zero or Diet Coke. All these things contain aspartame, the sugary thing that you find, and it is really bad for your health. So avoid consuming aspartame. Just take care, because you'll be fucked up, seriously. So, as these are some of the points which you need to follow if you want to increase your brain power. Rest of the points will be covering in the next video, because it would be too much for this one. So yeah, that's all. Have a good day.